Yeah, he's nasty. I hope we get a backstory of how many times he's died. Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome back to the Donahue Show. Today we'll be reacting to Sentenced to Be a Hero. Now, from our last episode, the pilot episode, we learned a lot of information. The graphics are amazing, animation's fire. The characters are kind of annoying, and the protagonist is just like on an angry revenge thing. We actually found out why he is the way that he is, with goddesses and fairies and demons and demon blights and holy knights and all those things that are in this, anime universe. We found out that he hates goddesses, that he killed one. And we later found out, that once you do like a really heinous crime, like capital crime, that you'll be sentenced to be a hero, which essentially means you're immortal, but you're kind of a slave, so that you're always sent to the front lines of the army when they're fighting demons and whatever. And if you die, they can always revive you or resurrect you, but we found out that you need their body to put the soul back into that body, or they can put your soul back into another body. At least that's how the main character, explained it. um which his name is Xylo. And he also explained that every time you die, you kind of lose a piece of yourself and you lose some of your memories. So if you die enough, you'll forget who you are, and you'll become a whole different person. Uh Fast forward to the end of the episode, we find after he slays a demon lord, he makes a pact with a new goddess. Uh we find out that he was actually framed. The powers that be, characters moving in the shadows, framed him and his team, and it forced him to kill the goddess that he had a previous pact with, because the demon blight can take over the goddesses that he saw was happening. Right now, I guess the religious zealots and all that, or the holy people, they don't think that that's a possibility. Like, it's forbidden to talk about it. It's blasphemy and all the things. So we definitely know that there's characters moving in the shadows, and that's where his revenge plot goes. He wants to find out who framed him and his team. Oh yeah, he was a former captain in of the Holy Knights too. So but yeah, so pretty much we're in for another revenge genre anime. I'm here for it. It kind of gives Ragnar Crimson vibes, except Ragnar Crimson's way better. But we're about to react to episode 2. Once again, thank you for joining me in this reaction, and let's jump right in. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Let's go. Yep. Now look at the artwork. Ooh. The most grievous capital crimes. It's always like fireworks in her eyes, like on her hair. Hey, we get to meet new heroes. Let's go. Okay, so it's since then. Wow, half is crazy. Yeah, he's evil. He's evil. Based on that one comment, I know he's evil. Clocked it. Yeah, so he probably lost who he was. He died too many times. It's far too late. They took too long. Damn. I mean, what do you expect? My man's just on a mission. Damn, son. You know he didn't. Damn. You gotta lie to her. Tell her that he will? Nah, he didn't give her that satisfaction. They haven't really explained seals yet. Thank you. What is a sacred seal?
神殿の奴らが言うには神が人類に与えた英知だとよ。
Okay.
俺が今の体で使えるのは2つだけだがな。その効果は様々で、稲妻を放ち、大地を砕き、熱を放つ。
Sounds like alchemy.
皆さんはどうぞ。
My man's like, yo, I'm not going in there. I'm not dying. Damn. Resurrection madness. There's even a symptom. That's like it's diagnosed. Of course they are. She is a weapon. She's not going to tell you anything, though. Didn't answer the question. What the hell is that? I'm not gonna hold you. They are colorful with their monsters, though. They're fairies. And this guy's nice. Yeah, my man is just an animal. Woo! But he's been killed too many times, so he's probably not that nasty. You know, these are small fries. What did he steal? Okay, Dota didn't steal anything. Wow. What the hell? What? So how do you disarm it? Right? Like, what the hell? He's trying to blow everybody up. He's gonna toast everything. Ugh. Burnt everything. Oh, I wonder where they are. They're always under attack. They're so bad. These holy knights are trash. Watch them get killed. Boom. Nice. She's the captain, so we know she's nasty. Yep. Look at that. Body right there. They're so bad. Oh my god. I feel like that's the premise of every mission. The holy knights suck, so he has to come in and save them. Because if they don't get saved, then their mission fails. And then they get executed. Yeah, he's nasty. I hope we get a backstory of how many times he's died. Let's go! I'm not gonna hold you. Without the heroes, they most likely get wiped out. Always. That's crazy. Saving citizens is not the mission. All of you. You guys all suck. You guys are low ranked and disrespectful. Okay, so he's got some notoriety. I actually want to see them detonate the thing around their neck, the seal around their neck. They're a civilian, so why are you doing it then if you don't care about them? Oh my god. I don't really... see, stuff like that makes me not like this guy's character. I hope he has a better character development. All right, so that was a good episode. We didn't get as much fighting as we did with the pilot episode, but um, we didn't really get much backstory or any progression in the storyline. To be honest with you, the only thing that we know is that the blight can affect humans now, and essentially, the heroes just get used for they're pretty much babysitters for the Holy Knights. The Holy Knights so far looks like they can't really fight. Every scene that we see them in, they're getting bodied, they're being killed, they're being just thrashed by the fairies, by whatever, demons, demon lords. It was nice to actually see uh a hero that had his mind kind of just like not wiped but fragmented because he's probably died so much because they put him on these bullshit missions. So, but he's still like able to fight. So, I guess maybe your combat skills still stay, but your personality and yeah, your personality kind of just leaves you. Because they still eat, they still fight. He's actually nasty with the fighting, but then you kind of have to think like, is he really nasty with the fighting? Because he clearly died a lot of times, hence why he's in the state that he's in right now of his mind being fragmented. Um, but either way, it was an okay episode. I'm really hoping that they can, stick the landing with this, like give us something more because as of right now, all we're getting is that Xylo is he hates everybody and just wants to prove everybody wrong. Like I thought they would at least kind of develop the plot a little bit better by him making headway into who set him up, setting him and his team up. But I guess we're gonna have to just wait to see how that plays out in the end. But anyways, I enjoyed it nonetheless. It's a tough pill to swallow, but we don't quit here. We're gonna keep pushing. Hopefully, we get there's a turning point because it's not bad, but I have faith. I have hope. I'm gonna give this anime some grace. But again, thank you for joining me in this reaction. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. We got some other animes that we'll be putting on the channel, that I'll be putting on the channel as well. So, stay tuned. And once again, thank you for joining me in this reaction. I hope you guys have a good night or a good day whenever you guys are watching this. Peace.